Moman here. Well, we got a van and we're going to do a conversion. Something new, and thanks for watching. Hi, Charles here. Well, exactly 1 year ago today, exactly 1 year ago today, we bought this Ford Transit 250 here at Midwest Van Sales in Greensburg, Indiana. Let me tell you about it. Thanks for watching. So a little over a year ago, while my wife and I were out in Colorado, we loved our new Runaway, our 6x8. It felt palatial to us. It was so big. But I'd been looking at and kind of gotten the bug for van conversions. And it was kind of a hot topic on YouTube, and it's even more so this past year, especially with all that's been going on, people wanting to get out. And so while we were out there, I contacted my son-in-law who lives here and said, hey, we're going to be looking for a Transit. And he goes, oh, I know where to look. And so when we got back, it really wasn't much longer. He said, oh, he's got some Transits over here at Midwest Van Sales. And so we actually drove over, and there were 2 or 3 over here. Today there aren't any Transits. There's a ProMaster over there, and some cars and trucks. And so we came, and I found one that was, pretty decent. It wasn't as nice as this one. So I think the next day, or if that was on a weekend, I called, and the owner said, Corey said, hey, yeah, we've got those, but I've got a really nice one coming in. And so I'll give you a call when that one's ready. So later that day, or a day or two later, I forget right now, he said, hey, come and look at this. It's one of the nicest we've ever gotten. And so with my son-in-law, Jason, we came over, and I'd already pulled some money. I was already ready to buy something. Just in case it popped up. I expected it was going to take weeks or longer to find something, but I was ready, and so drove the truck over, and as soon as they saw the truck, they wanted the truck, and so they gave me a great price on the truck. And my son-in-law and I took this out on the interstate, and I have to tell you, when I bought that F-150, I never popped the hood. I mean, I would pop the hood and go, oh look, it's an engine, but I already knew the history of it at the Pointer Ford. And it had been babied, and the guy was just getting an even fancier truck. So I was fortunate there. But my son-in-law went through this, and as he was looking through it, before we drove it, he's already kind of going, this is pretty good. Only 34,500 miles, or something like that. And so we took it out and get on the interstate, and he goes, will you kick it in? Let's see what it can do. Make sure everything's fine. Kicked it in. It took off. Did great. And so we got back. And as on the way back, I said, do you see any red flags? Do you see any reason not to buy it? He goes, you need to buy this. And I had pretty much made up my mind that this is going to be a great deal. And so we got back, made a deal. He gave me a Blue Book for my F-150, which was a thing of beauty itself. And so a lot of people, when they're trying to decide about a van conversion, right off the bat, aside from wheelbase, this is a 148. They make a 148 extended that's like this much beyond the wheels, and I didn't want that. I want to fit in a normal parking space. And then the main conversion people have is medium roof or high roof. And high roof is probably, I would say, the predominant one that people are looking for, whether it's a ProMaster, a Transit, or a Sprinter. And especially those that are living in full time, I guess they might be standing more, but we thought it through and decided, you know what? Are you standing up all the time in this? No. I mean, we're not. We are not full-time. We don't need, the big thing lately is people are buying a home base. So they're buying some property in a place where we've already got that with our house. So we're set with that. We have a beautiful place, a beautiful property, and both houses are fixed up well. We have a small house for my mom and a wonderful location, and we love our town. So we already have a home base. We are campers. We might go out for a month or so in the winter and then come back and then go back out again maybe, but we are campers, not van lifers. Doesn't appeal to us whatsoever. So I got in this when it was empty, and I went, I know the ceiling's going to take up space, but I'm going to be sitting. And as it turned out, a year later, we've done 2 long trips. 2 weeks from today, we will be in Grand Junction, Colorado National Monument. And we have found on the camping trips we've done that 95% of the time, once I get in, unless I'm looking for something or grabbing something in one of the boxes, I'm sitting down or laying down all the time. And so it's really a non-issue. But for me, 5'10", I have to barely go like that if I'm in this section. If I'm under the max air fan, I can stand up pretty well straight up. Okay, where the cooking and the washing. So it worked out fine. So anyway, we got this, and I have to tell you, when we drove up, I thought it was a new one. I thought that can't be it, and it was so. And so it was 25,000, and I'm sure it'd be a lot more now because prices on, as you know, on used cars have really gone up. This is August 12th, 2021, and so it would have been a more expensive proposition, but it just turned out great. Unfortunately, the owner, he's down in Louisville buying some vehicles today. I should have called ahead, but that's okay. Some other time I'll get him. But we just wanted to come. I had an errand to run into Greensburg, so let me get Susie in here, and you can get the first thoughts we had about this, and then as we drove it home and put it in the driveway. So I have to admit, I was the one that got the bug about the van conversion. Am I right? Yeah. And so, what was your expectation when I said we're buying a van? What were you expecting to happen?
He said, I'm going to
Convert the van.
Convert a van into a camper. And I'm like, oh, really?
And why
you don't even know how to use a hammer.
Well, you say I have more mechanical reasoning than...
Well, now you do.
Oh, well, okay there. Well, so, yeah, that was kind of the idea. I mean, I had in the back of my mind I need some help, but I watched so many videos, I thought, I can pull this off, and I might need Susie a little bit.
A little bit.
And as you've seen, Susie did a lot. I did a lot too, though, you know.
Yes, you did.
My friend Ralph in Georgia keeps saying I put in one puck light, and that's all I did, but...
No, you really dug in there and researched,
yep.
And you did a lot of things.
I got some great corporate partners and all that. I list Midwest Van Sales as a corporate partner. They didn't give me a special deal. They gave me a good deal like they would give to anybody, but I kind of include them because they're part of this process. So, I started doing the sound deadening, cleaning, and then sound deadening, and then the floor. And you were probably involved right away with the floor, weren't you?
Yeah, I helped with the floor, but you did all of the
wiring and the framing.
The framing, the wiring, the sound deadening.
Yeah, well, my point is...
Insulation, all the stuff you cannot see.
Within a week or two, though, you already
found... Like, just let me do it. Just give it here.
So she found out. And so, but it was funny, when we first had it in the driveway, it sat for, wouldn't you say, 2 or 3 weeks? Before we really did anything, because I wasn't ready. I didn't have sound. I didn't have anything. I don't think anything purchased.
You got on there and started ordering things
yeah.
right and left.
Yep. And like the first camera, and contacted Killmat, and then I started, and they responded and said, "Oh, we'll send you stuff." And then I went, "Well, okay." So I started contacting Ecoflow and some of the others, and Ecoflow and ISCO I'd worked with before, so I had a good feeling that they might want to be involved, but all the others, Explorer Outfitters and HaloView with extra cameras, Flatline Van Company, I'm going to leave out somebody here, Custom Mattress Factory, what else? I'm trying to think real quick. Most everything else we bought, but it turned out great, but Susie ended up really being involved, but you will have to admit, you enjoyed it.
I did.
She did. She really did. She likes figuring out things, and you got new carpentry tools.
I did. I got a lot of new tools.
A lot of new tools.
New power tools.
You're right. Yeah. And so she learned how to do routing, and she doesn't fear anything. And that was what was really fun about this. And we'll wind this up here. Is it was just there are no problems. They're just solutions. I mean, there were things came up, and how on earth are we going to do this? And I do more research. I've gotten to know other YouTubers that did van conversions. So it's just been a really fun experience. And I still come out to the driveway and go, wow, look at this. And so it's not hard. If someone glances our way in a parking lot, I'm happy to call them over. Oh, hey, come on, we'll be happy to show you. I have new business cards that say where they can go for the YouTube series. So
you're disappointed if we're somewhere and
no
one asks.
No one asked.
No one cares.
With our runaway camper, that was a magnet for sure. That because it's such a unique thing. This still looks like almost like a FedEx truck. But anyway, she did a great job, and we had a lot of fun. We both had our tasks to do, and I think we pulled it off pretty well. So I'm just disappointed. I just didn't think ahead to call and see if the owner was going to be here, but I texted him and he told me where it was down in Louisville, so maybe we'll catch him some other time. But anyway, 1 year later, here we are. We have put on less than 7,000 miles. Trip to Florida, trip to Denver and back, and now a 3+ week trip, Denver, past Denver out to Utah and up to Rocky Mountain. So we'll be gone much longer, but we have found we can take less and less stuff, and we're getting it all tweaked just like you do with any camping. And so
I'm gonna take one pair of clothes.
I maybe a little more than that, but we've got a pretty good system, and the storage things worked out. And so anyway, so it's just fun to come back here a year later and see where we've come with driving away with this empty van, and now it's an absolute thing of beauty. We're really excited about the trip coming up and future trips, especially this winter. Oh yeah. So all right. Well, thanks, Susie, and thanks for watching.